Welcome to Kraken Pinions, a new web series from Team 8680, where we will analyze everything robotics and provide tips and tricks for all your FTC needs. Our first topic is, of course, the new FTC teaser of Relic recovery.
Just last week, our team watched the video. In case you haven't seen it, we've got a link in the description below. We'll start off the video by taking a look at what we directly noticed in the video.
Perhaps the biggest thing we saw were the golden minifigurines.
After some thinking, our team thought of how these could be implemented into the game. The first was that we'd have to pick up the figures and move them to a different location. The amount and possibly the accuracy of their placement would determine the point values.
To obtain said minifigurines, there were some various ideas. One was that they would have to be earned in Autonomous and used in Teleop. Another was that they could be located in an enclosed area. Based on the map that we saw in the video, we surmised that we would have to follow a set order of tasks to reach our goal, the figures.
Another interesting aspect to these is the possibility of different colorations. Color sensing would play a massive role here, forcing robots to select the correct coloration based on their team, or the danger of choosing the wrong color, which could incur penalties.
Moving on, let's talk about the field itself. Looking at Andy Mark's website, we find that people are able to purchase a quarter of next year's field. This could hint at the possible advantage of having a smaller robot. Robots could be secluded to different fourths of the field with walls or barriers in between them. This means that teams of robots could have to communicate from opposite sides of the arena.
Added to that difficulty could be trading figurines across the arena diagonally to a team robot.
Bringing us to our next point, obstacles and traps.
There are multiple scenarios in which first could implement these. One way could be just like Rescue, the 2015-2016 challenge. Here, random materials like blocks and balls could be littered across the field in any amount.
Or we may have areas on the maps that we're not allowed to go on, like a lake, which is one area we also saw on the map in the Relic recovery video.
Other traps could include moats, areas that can close in on the robot to hold it back for some time, and damaging obstacles.
Not just this, we also may have a themed quarter fields such as a jungle, maze, desert, swamp, rugged terrain, and more. Be sure to leave a comment on what you think these areas will be like. Now, climbing could also play as an area for the most points, similar to Rescue, and comparable in point value to lifting the cat ball for Velocity Vortex. Autonomous could be much more difficult this year with the Relic recovery theme. It is assumed that there will be lines or other markings on the field. These can be utilized for line following, color sensing, and even touch sensing of the walls.
We'll end by looking at a few rejected options and why they were rejected.
To start the list, we have a claw. Now, many of our team members thought that a claw could be used in the competition this year, but we found that would be unlikely because in most situations for FTC competitions, it is considered strongly inefficient.
Next, we have an IR sensor. This would be a little difficult to incorporate into the Relic recovery theme. It seemed that other sensors would have their time to shine this year, but the IR sensor is most likely not one of these.
Finally, we have tunnels.
Alright, that wraps it up for this video. Be sure to leave a comment where you can crack your opinions on the Relic recovery trailer and other suggestions and questions that you have. We're shooting for 50 likes, so be sure to help us out and we'll see you guys next time.